Hare Krishna.
Yes, Murtha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Prabala Madhuri is here. Please accept my humble
Yes,
obeisance.
Mataji. Please
How are
accept my
you?
humble obeisances. I'm doing better, Mataji, than before. After a lot of rest and all, I'm doing a little much better.
Thank you for joining, Mataji.
Yeah, I heard you after a long time.
Yeah. I saw you yesterday for a minute, but I couldn't talk to you. I think somebody was waiting for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I saw you too also. You were in the like that presentation. Yes, I saw you. Oh, it's good to hard work, but yeah. आज आपका क्लास है माताजी?
Yes, Mataji.
Oh, okay, good. Good that you have started giving the class. Earlier
Yeah,
you never used to.
Every Monday is my turn, Mataji.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Should we start? I don't know.
Yes, we should start and then people can join. Usually they join.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, start with the prayer. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Tasmai Sri Chaitanya Manodishtam Bhutale Swayam Rupa Padantikam Panchakalpatarubhyascha Krupasindhu Patitanam Navebhyo Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Namaskritya Chaiva Samam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavati Samashloke Bhavati Naishtaki. Okay, Mataji, today we are in Canto 3 and we are starting chapter 9. We take turns and then read all, and then I'll go to verse 1. Do you have a book, Ruchi Mataji?
I'll have to look where it is.
So you want to read from your phone? Or
you can read Mataji and I will, after that, I'll find my book in the meantime and I will look for the next verse I'll read.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Canto 3, chapter 9. The title of the chapter is Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. Text 1. I'll read first 5 verses, Mataji. Text 1. Lord Brahma said, "O my Lord, today, after many, many years of penance, I have come to know about you. Oh, how unfortunate the embodied living entities are that they are unable to know your personality. My Lord, you are the only knowable object because there is nothing supreme beyond you. If there is anything supposedly superior to you, it is not the absolute. You exist as the supreme by exhibiting the creative energy of matter." Text 2. The form which I see is eternally freed from material contamination and has advented to show mercy to the devotees as a manifestation of internal potency. This incarnation is the origin of many other incarnations, and I am born from the lotus flower grown from your navel home. Text 3. O my Lord, I do not see a form superior to your present form of eternal bliss and knowledge. In your impersonal Brahman effulgence in the spiritual sky, there is no occasional change and no deterioration of internal potency. I surrender unto you because whereas I am proud of my material body and senses, your lordship is the cause of the cosmic manifestation, and yet you are untouched by matter. Text 4. This present form or any transcendental form expanded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna is equally auspicious for all the universes. Since you have manifested this eternal personal form upon whom your devotees meditate, I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Those who are destined to be dispatched to the path of hell neglect your personal form because of speculating on material topics. Text 5. O my Lord, persons who smell the aroma of your lotus feet, carried by the air of Vedic sound through the holes of the ears, accept your devotional service. For them, you are never separated from the lotus of their hearts. Mataji, you got your book? Hare Krishna?
Oh, yes. I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know if anyone else is like, did anyone else join the call? Was there anyone in the call apart from me and Rishi? Okay. Okay, Rishi Mataji, start.
Start reading from text 1.
Text 6.
Text 6. Oh, hold on. I was scared. Sorry. Text 6. Oh my Lord, the people of the world are embarrassed by all material anxieties. They are always afraid. They always try to protect wealth, body, and friends. They are filled with lamentation and unlawful desires and paraphernalia, and they avariciously base their undertakings on the perishable concept of my and mine. As long as they do not take shelter of their safe lotus feet, they are full of such anxiety. O my Lord, persons who are text 7. O my Lord, persons who are bereft of all auspicious performance of chanting and hearing about your transcendental activities are greatly unfortunate and are also bereft of good sense. They engage in inauspicious activities, enjoying sense gratification for a very little while. Text 8. O great actor, my Lord, all these poor creatures are constantly perplexed by hunger, thirst, severe cold, fixation, and bile, attacked by laughing summer rains, and many other disturbing elements, and overwhelmed by strong sex urges and indefatigable anger. I take pity on them, and I am very much pleased for them. Text none. O my Lord, the material miseries are without factual. Sorry?
Yes, Mataji.
O my Lord, the material miseries are without factual existence for the soul. Yet, as long as the conditioned soul sees the body as meant for sense enjoyment, it cannot get out of the entanglement of material misery influenced by your external energy. Text 10. Such non-devotees engage their senses in very troublesome and extensive work, and they suffer insomnia at night because their intelligence constantly breaks their sleep with various mental speculations. They are frustrated in all their various plans by supernatural power. Even great sages, if they are against what transcendental topics, must rotate in this material world.
Text 11. O my Lord, your devotees speak through the ears by the process of bona fide hearing. Their hearts become cleansed, and you take your rest. You are so merciful to your devotees that you manifest yourself in a particular eternal form of transcendence, which they always think of you. 12. My Lord, you are not satisfied with the worship of God, who arrange for your worship very pompously with various paraphernalia, but who are full of material angry. You are situated in everyone's heart as the super soul, to show your causeless mercy and for the eternal well-wish, but you are unavailable for the knowledge. 13. But the pious activities of the people, such as performance of Vedic rituals, charity, austere penances, and transcendental service performed with a view to worship you and satisfy you by offering you the future results are also beneficial. Such acts of religion never go in vain. Text 14. Let me offer my office unto the Supreme Transcendent, who is eternally distinguished by his internal potency. His indistinguishable impersonal feature is realized by intelligence for self-realization. I offer my obeisances unto him, who by his pastimes enjoys the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. 15. Let me take shelter of the lotus feet of him whose incarnations, qualities, and activities are mysterious imitations of worldly effects. One who invokes his transcendental name, even unconsciously, at the time he quits this life, is certainly washed immediately of the sins of many, many births and attain him without fail. Yes, Ruchi Mataji.
Text 16. Your Lordship is the prime root of the tree of the planetary wisdom. This tree has grown by first penetrating the material nature in three sons, Agni, Shiva, and you, the Almighty. For creation, maintenance, and dissolution, and these three have grown with many branches. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you, the tree of the cosmic manifestation. 17. People in general all engage in foolish acts, not in really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you or their guidance. As long as their tendency for foolish work remains powerful, all their plans in the struggle for existence will be cut into pieces. I therefore offer my obeisances unto him who acts as eternal time. XTB. Your Lordship, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are indefatigable time and the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Although I am situated in an abode which will continue to exist for a time duration of 2 parathas, although I am the leader of all other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many, many years of penance for self-realization, still I offer my respect unto you. Text 19. O my Lord, by your own will you appear in the various species of living entities among animals lower than human beings, as well as among the demigods to perform your transcendental pastimes. You are not affected by material contamination. You come just to fulfill the obligations of your own principles of religion, and therefore, O Supreme Personality, I offer my obeisances unto you for manifesting such different forms.
Mataji, this is Govardhan Leela. Where are you, Mataji? I'm confused.
We are reading text 20, Mataji. Ruchi Mataji is reading text 20. Maybe you can read after her from 21 to 25.
Are you referring to chapter 8?
Chapter 9.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. We're already in chapter 9 because I missed 1 or 2 classes here. All right, so chapter 9. Right now we're in 19 or 20?
Yes. 19.
I got it. Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Text 20. My Lord, you accept the pleasures of sleeping in the water of devastation where there are violent waves, and you enjoy pleasure on the bed of snakes, showing the happiness of your sweet, intelligent person. At that time, all the universal planets are stationed within your abdomen.
Am I reading 21 through 25?
Yes, Mataji.
21. O object of my worship, I am born from the house of your lotus navel for the purpose of creating the universe by your mercy. All these planets of the universe were stationed within your transcendental abdomen while you were enjoying sleep. Now your sleep having ended, your eyes are open like blossoming lotuses in the morning. 22. Let the Supreme Lord be merciful towards me. He is the one friend and soul of all living entities in the world, and he maintains all for their ultimate happiness by, let me say that again. He is the one friend and soul of all living entities in the world, and he maintains all for their ultimate happiness by his 6 transcendental opulences. May he be merciful towards me, so that I, as before, may be empowered with the introspection to create, for I am also one of the surrendered souls who are dear to the Lord. 23. The Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, is always the benefactor of the surrendered souls. His activities are always enacted through his internal potency, Ram, or the goddess of fortune. I pray only to engage in his service in the creation of the material world. And I pray that I not be materially affected by my works, for thus I may be able to give up the false prestige of being the creator. 24. The Lord's potencies are innumerable. As he lies down in the water of devastation, I am born as the total universal energy from the navel lake in which the lotus sprouts. I am now engaged in manifesting his diverse energies in the form of the cosmic manifestation. I therefore pray that in the course of my material activities, I may not be deviated from the vibration of the Vedic hymns. 25. The Lord, who is supreme and is the oldest of all, is unlimitedly merciful. I wish that he may smilingly bestow his benediction upon me by opening his lotus eyes. He can uplift the entire cosmic creation and remove our dejection by kindly speaking his directions.
6:26. The sage Maitreya said, O Vidura, after observing the source of his appearance, namely the personality of Godhead, Brahma prayed for his mercy as far as his mind and words would permit him. Thus, having prayed, he became silent, as if tired from his activities of penance, knowledge, and mental concentration. 27 and 28. The Lord saw that Brahma was very anxious about the planning and construction of the different sanitary systems and was depressed upon seeing the devastating waters. He could understand the intention of Brahma, and thus he spoke in deep, thoughtful words, removing all the illusion that had arisen. 29. The Supreme Personality of Godhead then said, O Brahma, O depth of Vedic wisdom, be neither depressed nor anxious about the execution of creation. What you are begging from me has already been granted before. 6:30. O Brahma, situate yourself in penance and meditate and follow the principles of knowledge to receive my favor. By these actions, you will be able to understand everything from within your heart.
O Brahma, when you are absorbed in 31. O Brahma, when you are absorbed in devotion service in the course of your creative activities, you will see me in you and throughout the universe, and you will see that in yourself the universe and the living entities are all in you. 32. You will see me in all living entities as well as all over the universe, just as fire is distributed in wood. Only in that sense of transcendental vision will you be able to be free from all kinds of illusions. 33. When you are free from the perception of gross and subtle bodies, and when your senses are free from all influences of the moods of material nature, you will realize your pure soul in my association. At that time, you will be situated in pure consciousness. 34. Since you have desired to increase the population innumerably and expand your radiation varieties of service, you shall never be deprived in this matter, because my causeless mercy upon you will always be true for all time. 35. You are the original Rishi, and because your mind is always fixed on me, even though you will be engaged in generating various totally delicious modes of action, you will never engage upon it.
Am I next, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
36 through 40, correct?
Yes.
Although I am not easily knowable by the conditioned soul, you have known me today because you know that my personality is not constituted of anything material, and specifically not of the 5 gross and 3 subtle elements. 37. When you were contemplating whether there was a source to the stem of the lotus of your birth, and you even entered into that stem, you could not trace out anything, but at that time I manifested my form from within. Wait a minute. That was interesting. 38. O Brahma, the prayers that you have chanted praising the glories of my transcendental activities, the penances you have undertaken to understand me, and your firm faith in me, all these are to be considered my causeless mercy. 39. I am very much pleased by your description of me in terms of my transcendental qualities, which appear mundane to the mundaners. I grant you all benedictions in your desire to glorify all the planets by your activities. 40. Any human being who prays like Brahma and who thus worships me shall very soon be blessed with the fulfillment of all his desires, for I am the Lord of all benediction.
41. It is the opinion of expert transcendentalists that the ultimate goal of performing all traditional good works, penances, sacrifices, charities, mystic activities, trances, etc. is to invoke my satisfaction. 42. I am the super soul of every individual. I am the supreme director and the dearest. People are wrongly attached to the gross and subtle body, but they should be attached to me only. 43. By following my instructions, you can now generate the living entities as before by dint of your complete Vedic wisdom and the body you have directly received from me, the supreme cause of everything. 44. The sage Maitreya said, after instructing Brahma, the creator of the universe, to expand the primordial Lord, the personality of Godhead in his personal form as Narayana disappeared. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the third canto, chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. Okay. I was also given text 1 to read today, Matthew. So I'll go ahead and read the text 1. So 391. Brahma Vacha Jnatosmi me Drisya Suchiran Nanudeha Vajam Nagyayate Bhagavato Gatiritya Vadyam Nanyatvadasti Bhagavan Apitanna Shuddham Maya Guna Yatikarat Yadu Urur Vibhashi. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Lord Brahma said, O my Lord, today after many years of penance, I have come to know about you. Oh, how unfortunate the embodied living entities are that they are unable to know your personality. My Lord, you are the only knowable object because there is nothing supreme beyond you. If there is anything supposedly superior to you, it is not the absolute. You exist as the supreme by exhibiting the creative energy of matter. Purpose. The highest peak of the ignorance of the living entities who are conditioned by material bodies is that they are unaware of the supreme cause of the cosmic manifestation. Different people have different theories regarding the supreme cause, but none of them are genuine. The only supreme cause is Vishnu, and the intervening impediment is the illusionary energy of the Lord. The Lord has employed his wonderful material energy in manifesting many, many wonderful distractions in the material world, and the conditioned souls, illusioned by the same energy, are thus unable to know the supreme cause. The most stalwart scientists and philosophers, therefore, cannot be accepted as wonderful. They only appear wonderful because they are instruments in the hands of illusory energy of the Lord. Under illusion, the general mass of people deny the existence of the Supreme Lord and accept the foolish products of illusory energy as supreme. One can know the supreme cause, the personality of Godhead, by the causeless mercy of the Lord, which is bestowed upon the Lord's pure devotees like Brahma and those in his disciplic succession. By acts of penance only was the Lord Brahma able to see the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and by realization only could he understand the Lord as he is. Brahma was extremely satisfied upon observing the magnificent beauty and opulence of the Lord, and he admitted that nothing can be comparable to him. Only by penance can one appreciate the beauty and opulence of the Lord. And when one is acquainted with that beauty and opulence, he is no longer attracted by any other. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Param Drisva Nivartate, 259. Foolish human beings who do not endeavor to investigate the supreme beauty and opulence of the Lord are here condemned by Brahma. It is imperative that every human being try for such knowledge, and if anyone does not do so, his life is spoiled. Anything that is beautiful and opulent in the material sense is enjoyed by those living entities who are like crows. Crows always engage in picking at rejected garbage, whereas the white ducks do not mix with the crows. Rather, they take pleasure in transparent lakes with lotus flowers surrounded by beautiful orchids. Both crows and ducks are undoubtedly birds by birth, but they are not of the same feather. Okay. So, in this chapter, we hear Brahma talking. So, Lord Brahma is saying that after many, many years of penance, he was able to know about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We all know that Brahma did tapasya for many, many years, and then Lord was pleased by his tapa, and then he finally appeared before Brahma. So Brahma is saying that the highest, Prabhupada is saying that the highest peak of ignorance of the living entities who are conditioned by material bodies is that they are unaware of the supreme cause of the cosmic manifestation. So Prabhupada is directly saying that people are in an ignorant state, that they doesn't even know the supreme cause of this cosmic manifestation. Different people have different theories regarding the supreme cause, but like as we all know and we all hear from many people saying the universe came out of that Big Bang theory, and apes, like we came Darwin theory, all those things. So many people will say many different things, but they are not like genuine things. The only supreme cause is Vishnu, and the intervening impediment is the illusory energy of the Lord. So Prabhupada is saying that the supreme cause is Vishnu or Krishna himself. The Lord has employed his wonderful material energy in manifesting many, many wonderful distractions in the material world, and the conditioned souls, illusioned by the same energy, are thus unable to know the supreme cause. So even for the conditioned souls to think that this material manifestation is like how they say that came out from Big Bang theory, or we all came from apes and all those things, that also came from Lord in one sense because of his illusionary energy. So we all being in Maya, we think that whatever that we can see before eyes exist, and that the things that exist beyond, or we cannot which we cannot imagine or we cannot see, doesn't exist. That's how people in general think. When we talk to somebody about God, they say can you show me God? What is the proof that God exists? They ask all these kind of questions. That is all because of their being in ignorant condition, because of Maya, the covered Maya. And Prabhupada says that the most stalwart scientists and philosophers therefore cannot be accepted as wonderful. Even people who say all these theories, however big they are, however knowledgeable they are just considered as fools and rascals, because they don't know the ultimate reason behind all these things. So Prabhupada says that they are all even though seemingly they seem to be very knowledgeable and very high in stature or anything, they are just he directly says they are just fools and rascals. They only appear wonderful because they are instruments in the hands of illusionary energy of the Lord. Again, Prabhupada is saying that the reason for them to think is also because of the Lord's illusory energy. Under that illusion, the general mass of people deny the existence of the Supreme Lord and accept foolish products of illusionary energy as supreme. So, being covered by Maya, they cannot accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they feel that all this illusory energy as the Supreme. And Brahma is saying here that one can know the Supreme Cause, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by the causeless mercy of the Lord, which is bestowed upon the Lord's pure devotees. So, if we want to understand or if we want to know about God, that also comes from His mercy only. Without the Supreme Personality of Godhead's mercy, we cannot even understand Him. So that is what is Brahma saying here. Without His causeless mercy, one can never understand Him. And how can we get that mercy? Through His pure devotees. We get that mercy by the pure devotees of the Lord. And by association with the pure devotees and by constantly hearing from them about Him, we'll get to know about Him. So in the next line, Prabhupada is saying, by acts of penance only was the Lord Brahma, by acts of penance only was Lord Brahma able to see Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu, and by realization only he could understand the Lord as He is. So he is saying that only by act of penance, Lord Brahma was able to see Garbhodaka Shai Vishnu. In the first sentence, he is saying only by the mercy of the Lord he was able to see the Lord. So it seems little contradiction. Is it through mercy or through penance? And when I was hearing Maharaj lecture, Maharaj was saying that it is absolutely by mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, when mercy is an opportunity for one to let me read the sentence here. Mercy. Yeah, even though we hear from great devotees, unless we have that mercy flowing on us, we cannot properly understand what we hear. Many people will be hearing about many things, and they think that they understand it completely. But without the causeless mercy of the spiritual master or from Krishna directly, we cannot understand. It is very, very difficult for one to understand about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the mercy part is really important here. Without that, we cannot, even all of us coming into Krishna consciousness is also through the mercy only. By some pure devotees or some devotees, we all came into this Krishna conscious path. Otherwise, we would be roaming somewhere in this material world. So, because we are so fortunate, we were able to come in this wonderful path, and we were able to continue our devotional service. So that is, and this is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 2.59, Param Drishtva Nivartate. I'll just read the translation of 2.59 Bhagavad Gita. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from a sense enjoyment, the taste for sense enjoyment, sense object remains. but ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. So here Prabhupada is saying, even though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains. So he is saying, like, even though we restrict ourselves from the sense enjoyment, the taste for it always remains. But ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. Once we taste like the higher thing, then we'll automatically lose the taste of these lower things. Meaning, once we get to know little about Lord Krishna, we'll be like eager to know more and more about Krishna. Then we slowly, automatically, we like develop distaste to these material things. Like earlier, even in our lives, we used to, at least I used to listen to all these moving songs when I came to like America, like in 2007, while I was cooking or when my husband went to office, I used to hear this music, movie songs. But now I don't even have the taste to hear those movie songs. So once we develop little taste in Krishna consciousness, automatically our other taste will slowly go away, even without our notice. And of course, we have to strive hard and struggle so much. Then only it will go. It's not like we just come into Krishna consciousness and then all our past habits will go. Our endeavor and our struggle should be there for us to continue in this path and slowly to get back from the old habits. So that is what Prabhupada is also here saying. That is what is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita here in 2.59. And in the third paragraph, he is comparing the people, foolish human beings who do not endeavor to investigate the supreme beauty and opulence of the Lord are here condemned by Brahma. So the main purpose of this human life is to know what is the goal of life and what is the cause for us being here, and act in such a way to get out of this material entanglement. So one who does not do that, Brahma is saying like his life is waste kind of thing. So it is imperative that every human being try for such knowledge, and if anyone does not do so, his life is spoiled. So he's clearly saying that one who has got this human form has to strive to know the ultimate goal of this human form. Otherwise, his life is merely waste. Anything that is beautiful and opulent in this material sense is enjoyed by those living entities who are like crows. So he is saying that people who does not know or who does not try to know about Supreme Personality of Godhead are merely wasting their life as crows in this material world. They are just seemingly, they feel that they are enjoying all these beautiful things and beautiful things that they see in this material world, that they think that they are enjoying all these material things, but they are like ultimately doing those things like how the crows do. The crows always go to the garbage and then they collect the rejected objects from the garbage and then they eat those things. But whereas the swans, they always be in the clear and transparent lakes with lotus flowers. They do not take all these garbage things. They'll be in a very clean water always. So Prabhupada is saying that also Maharaj is saying that it is hard to convert a crow into a swan, but it is easy, or it is not that hard to convert a crow-like personality into a swan-like personality. How can we do that? We can do that by educating him or her through the process of Bhagavad Dharma, by constantly hearing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and by constant association with the devotees, and by constantly serving the devotees and serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even the crow-like personality of people can become like a swan-like personality. So that is possible only through this Bhagavad Dharma, by constant hearing of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then one can come from that stage to this higher stage. So that is what is said in this purport, Mataji. At least that is what I understood from this purport. Please feel free to add or correct me.
Thank you, Prabala Madhuri Mataji, for your class.
Oh, thank you, Mataji.
It was a nice class, Mataji. I'm sorry I joined little late, but I heard first few of the last purports and then the first.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mataji, for joining. I know you'll be busy these 2 days.
Little bit, Mataji. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to hear. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabala Mataji, for a beautiful class. Oh, I can't remember. I almost had a question here, but it says Brahma so he did a lot of penances. Okay, no, I don't have a question. I'm understanding now. Yep. So that he could understand the Lord. Yeah, I guess I didn't read it right. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, and they say, in the end it says, but they are not of the same feather. We say that saying in English all the time, birds of a feather flock together. That's the saying. And we use it in, like when you pick your friendships, for instance, in this life, the people who are, not very nice, they're always the bullies at school, they're making fun of everyone else. People like that stick together. And the people who are the nicer people, the ones who are studying, they're trying to, get good grades and do all these school type activities and participate, they stick together. So birds of the same type, or people of the people who are the same in their, I would say, consciousness, flock together like birds. So that this expression is so common in the States, and I know we got that from England too. That birds of a feather flock together, and it's true. You're known in this world by the association you keep.
Yeah.
But it's interesting what you were saying, that one who is a duck more than likely will never want to become a crow, but a crow can change his or its consciousness to become like a duck, or should aspire to become more like a duck. Doesn't mean they're all going to do it, but they should.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mataji, for the wonderful class. So yeah, just on this thing about crows and ducks, there is a saying that in Kali Yuga, the crow will eat birds and the duck-like people will be eating rats and all that. So that is what was predicted about that. So can you talk about that?
I don't know, Mataji. I didn't get that. Crow will eat what?
Crows will eat birds, and the swan-like people will eat like rats or grains or very bad stuff in Kali Yuga. That was what was predicted.
I don't know, Mataji. I didn't hear about that. Who predicted that, Mataji?
That's the saying, even in one of the songs, and if you go on Google,
what is the saying?
that you can see in Kali Yuga that this is in Kali Yuga Vedic, in a lot of Vedic things it's written, that, or when the um, swan will pick and eat husks of empty seeds, whereas the crow will eat pearls. 50 characteristics of Kali Yuga. Even Krishna's predictions, they say, in speaking tree, to go on speaking tree, Bhagavad Gita predictions for Kali Yuga by famine and exodus that people will, no, that just says people will resort to eating meat, fruits, flesh, and wild honey. But it is like, speaking true, it is that people will resort to eating food, and
I'm sorry, Ruchi Mataji, I don't know about that. I didn't get there, so
that's okay. I was just
Yeah.
commenting that this is what they have said about Kali Yuga, that in Kali Yuga.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Who is that, Mataji? Is it Rishali?
Yes, thank you, Mataji. It was very nice class.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Mataji. This is Premalasa.
Oh, everyone is there today. Okay, I thought only 3 of us are there.
No, Mataji, your class is the biggest hit. So everybody joins on Monday.
Monday is the starting of the week, Mataji. So everyone is so enthusiastic to join. It's not my class. Because of my class.
No, Mataji, it's both. Yeah, it's always maximum attendance.
Anyway, thank you all for joining, Mataji. Encourage me.
Nice class. I'm sorry, I also joined it late. Actually, I fell asleep. By the time I woke up, it was already like 5:10, so I joined 5:00. Yeah. But yeah, I heard most of it. Like I heard like most of the translations and the whole of your class. So that's true.
Okay, Mataji. There is nothing to add or correct. Then maybe we can end here and we'll continue with tomorrow's class. Is it okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Okay, Mataji. Thank you all for joining. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Welcome back, Ruchi Mataji.